know, I don't mean to sound ignorant, but what is this stuff?
It's melon with prosciutto ham. It's delicious.
Ham? As in the meat of a pig?
Dimitri's favorite.
Oh, cheer up, Peg. It's not like he's on some camel ride in the Sahara. He's on business in New York. And $10 says he's not starving.
Shall I pour some more wine now?
Please.
Oh, it is such a beautiful night. I love eating outdoors. You can just close your eyes and smell the mayflowers, can't you?
This is yummy.
Isn't it? Mm-hmm. This is romantic. Okay, I'm gonna make a toast. To good wine, good food, and great company. What more could we possibly ask for?
Hi, all. Is there room for one more? Melon with prosciutto. Dimitri's favorite. And mine. Another place setting, please? Oh, I will help myself to a glass of wine. Not expecting me.
You don't expect hurricanes either, but they happen.
Actually, the weather's been really nice lately, and certainly we don't need another storm after this really bad winter we just had. So are the tulips in bloom down there at the hunting lodge?
Yeah, but it's so lonely down there. Kind of want a company.
What'd you do with Anton? Slice him up and have him for lunch?
It's very funny, Edmund. Anton's working. He works like a dog at the hospital for peanuts.
Boy, if you think it's bad now, wait till he's an intern.
I used to say he was going to flunk out of medical school because he never studied, but now that I live with him, I realize he's a grind. He's either at class, or he's at work, or he's got his nose in some book. Anyway, I hope you don't mind, but he told me to make myself at home, so here I am. What are we having for dinner?
Kendall, given the, to put it mildly, bad blood that's gone on
tonight
here,
we're
don't you
having
think you
chicken
have a
cordon
lot of...
bleu.
Oh, who picked that? There's enough fat and cholesterol in that to clog every artery in the body. In the future, please tell the cook I prefer fish. It is so much healthier.
I'll give them the message.
I got a better idea. Why don't you get your rod and do a little deep-sea fishing yourself? I hear the Bermuda Triangle is lovely this time of year.
I'm surprised you don't put your foot down and tell the housekeeper to run this house right. Unless you all want to weigh 1,000,000 pounds and die before you're 50. Of course, Peggy is already way past that.
So, Kendall, you and Anton are already all settled into the lodge down there, aren't you? You don't need anything, do you?
Nothing that a good contractor and a decorator couldn't fix. I mean, that place needs more windows. It is so dark and gloomy. Old world. Moldy.
You're lucky you have a roof over your head after what you pulled. You want more windows? Move to the Y.
Edmund, could you pass me the butter,
They have
please,
skylights.
sweetie? You know, the weather has been so nice. It really has been. Spring is my very favorite time of year. Isn't it yours too, honey? Sweetie?
Hey, you'd never thought you'd be having dinner here with me again, did you? Well, it goes to show how things and people can really change. How unpredictable life really is. Don't you agree? Julia? Cat got your tongue?
Oh, yeah, life is unpredictable. All right.
Like a bowl of cherries full of pits.
So, Julia, how do you like living at Wildwind?
Oh, I like it fine.
I'm sure. Has the latest Merrick bride studied the family motto carved in the tombstone at the Merrick Mausoleum?
Put a sock in it, Kendall.
What is left when honor is lost? Oh, it is just so noble. You know what I would love, Peggy? Could you get me a glass of water? I am just dying of
Don't
thirst.
you touch that pitcher.
Oh, don't worry.
You're thirsty? You want some water? You get it yourself.
Edmund, Edmund, sit down.
You just killed my appetite.
Edmund. Excuse me, please.
What's keeping that slowpoke Lucy with the next course? That is way too salty. Can you take that back to the kitchen and ask them to make something else? There's no way I could eat that.
I like it salty.
Me too.
Are you kidding? Do you know what salt does to your blood pressure? Hypertension can kill you. Plus, if you eat too much salt, you get thirsty, you drink a lot, you get all bloated. Salt is a definite no-no.
Kendall prefers lemon as a seasoning.
Now, I think lemon is lovely.
Accounts for her sour personality. Excuse me.
Gee, Peggy, for someone who's nothing more than a glorified servant, you certainly are proud
I
of yourself.
thought that you were the expert on serving. Time, that is.
I wonder why Dimitri lets the hired help sit at the table with the family. He thinks she'd be much more comfortable in the kitchen.
Well, you know, the girl has a point there. The air is a lot cleaner in there. Julia, would you like a little more...
Oh, you did that on purpose.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you know what's good for that? Club soda. It never fails. Oh, I forgot one thing. Napkin? Excusez-moi.
Oh, this dress is going to have to be dry cleaned. It's got revolting chicken cordons. Look, I can't believe it is ruined. What are you smirking at?
Oh, was I smirking?
Watch out for that Peggy Schnapsy old witch. She's had infamy since day one. You think this is really funny?
I think it is great. For once, I'm not the biggest screw-up at the table.
I can't believe we have to put up with that harpy at the dinner table every night.
Harpy.
Okay, it's fine. She's a savage, all right? No, she's an ogress.
Stop it. Okay, calling Kendall names is not going to solve anything.
I can't stand
And what are
it.
you going to do? Never eat again?
She makes me sick.
So you're just going to waste away and starve to death for her sake. How is this going to look at the hospital? They're going to be saying, did you hear Dr. Maria Santos' husband starved to death? This is not going to look good.
I will not break bread with Lady Macbeth's little sister.
Okay, then I will cook all of our meals myself and we'll dine privately out on the balcony, and if it rains, we'll eat in the garage. Okay?
The sight of her makes my teeth grind.
Birds in their little nest agree.
What?
Mama used to say that to us all the time when we were growing up. It means if you share a nest, your family, you get along.
Birds in their little nests agree.
Mm-hmm.
What if one of us is a vulture? And that vulture is not related to our family by blood or marriage.
Well, Dimitri is, at least until his divorce from Erica is final, and Anton certainly will be if he marries her.
I gag at the thought.
Well, Dimitri thinks keeping Kendall here near us is the best way for Anton to see the worst side of her, to see her for her true colors, and maybe come to his senses. Dimitri's accepted her. We said we would, too.
I don't know how you put up with this.
Well, just try this. Just repeat to yourself, this won't last forever. This won't last forever. This won't last forever. This won't last forever. Thank you.
This won't last
Good.
forever.
This won't last
work,
forever.
Maria.
Yes, it will. It's a mantra. It's a meditative
It's a bunch of malarkey
technique.
is what it is.
Not. Silly.
There's one sure way to get rid of Kendall. Murder the little witch in her sleep.
I would love to know what you find just so amusing about this. Edmund and Peggy were rude to me, inexcusably horrible, and you just sat there doing nothing. You could have stood up for me the way your sister did, but no. That's just a little too civilized for you, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Right, you're sorry. I deserve better for my first meal back here at home.
What'd you expect us to do, drink you a toast?
I guess your sister is the only one with any manners, huh?
Oh, you don't know? Maria's perfect. But then you never did anything to her. Whereas you drove your mother to stab Edmund's brother, you perjured yourself on the witness stand, you kidnapped your little half-sister, told terrible lies about Dimitri, served time in the state penitentiary. You know, that's all I know about. Who knows what else? I wouldn't worry. Edmund and Peggy aren't the type to hold grudges. They'll come around. My advice is just let it slide off your back.
How long have you sponged off Dimitri at Wildwind? A couple of weeks? Well, I lived here for ages, and I know more about Edmund and Peggy than you will ever know. So here's what you can do with your advice, Julia. You can save it for someone who cares, if there is anyone. And I sincerely doubt that there is.
You know, he can catch more flies with molasses than he can with vinegar. I learned that the hard way.
Are you for real?
I think it's just better to be cautious, to give people some room, instead of being mean and pushy. I made that same mistake, and now I'm paying for it.
There's your problem right there. I have no intention of paying for anything. I met Erica Kane's daughter for nothing.
We could hotwire her bed. We could flay her alive. We could chop her into little pieces, feed her to the goldfish. We could stick her in the dryer, turn on the gas. We could stick her in the oven. But first we put an apple in her mouth. Yeah, baked Kendall. Now there's a dish to tempt any palate.
We got the old standby. They'll stuff her in a burlap sack and dump her in the river.
I was saving that one for Julia.
Wouldn't it be great if you could just dump all of your problems that easily?
We could poison her toothpaste. Put a scorpion in her shoes.
Oh, come on now. We've got to do this for Dimitri's sake and for Anton's.
You think I blew it already?
No, you were a little short-tempered, you know. Not too bad.
I'm gonna have to, apologize, aren't I?
It's an excellent idea.
Beat my swords into plowshares. I will turn the other cheek. And I will probably throw up.
Good for you. I am so proud of you. No, I am. I have got faith in you that you can do this. Yeah, I'm on.
Can I shake some sense in Anton?
Edmund?
Okay. This won't last forever, right?
Right, good.
Right, okay, good. I'll do my duty. I will do what has to be done, but there's got to be a quick way to boot this broad out of the house.
Like what?
What if Anton fell for somebody else?
Julia? Is that you?
Oh, hi.
What's wrong?
Oh, why would you think anything's wrong? Just standing here all alone, staring up at the dark night sky, wondering where on earth the moon is.
Well, the moon is waning. It won't rise until later. Are you upset about something?
Oh, life's too short to get upset about stuff that's insignificant in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, do you know where Kendall is?
Odd you should ask. Anton, what do you see in her?
She wasn't at the lodge, so I thought she might have come over here.
Yeah, she showed up for dinner.
What happened?
Well, I'm not one to be a tattletale, but first she picked a fight with Edmund, who left with Maria, and then she insulted Peggy, who ended up pouring a full plate of food in her lap, and then it was my turn.
Well, you poured a plate of food on her lap, too?
No. I made the mistake of trying to give Kendall advice, you know, from my own experience. It's a total waste. She told me what I could do with it, and it wasn't pretty.
I'm sorry.
All I said was, you know, that she should try to give the family some room and not be so pushy. I guess she just took it the wrong way and got steamed. Oh, well. Maybe you'd have better luck with her.
I think it's time Kendall and I had a long talk about a couple of things. But, what about you? How's everything since the last time we talked?
Oh, terrible. My life stinks. I have no hope of ever being happy again. So I've decided to do the noble thing, help other people. What?
I just think you're funny. Sad, but very funny. And very nice.
You don't think I'm a sponge, do you? A leech?
No, of course. No, I think you're great. I also think I better find Kendall and talk to her.
You looking for Kendall? So am I.
What for? She can pick on me a little more, insult me, maybe?
No. No, actually, so I could apologize for how I behaved at dinner tonight. I was a jerk, and I'm sorry.
Thank you. I accept your apology. And I hope that you will all be as happy as Anton when I say that I don't want to live with you anymore. I want to marry you right away.